Welcome back, everyone, to the TMI FYI podcast. I am Nat.
I am Clyde.
And guys, it's the holidays.
It is. I feel like we should be doing sweaty balls.
Oh, sweaty balls. Delicious.
Holiday. It's the holiday eats and treats.
Oh, yes. So we have gathered here today to discuss the holidays with you. But before we do that, we always begin our show with a bun twist.
We do.
And you know what? I've been thinking about it because it's not really in the spirit of my positive psychology.
Of the OM.
My pursuit of positive emotions.
You know what? I say let's take a different spin on that.
Okay.
Starting with a bun twist, one would think, well, that's kind of a negative way to start. But it's not. We're purging.
It is.
Whatever negativity, whatever gets us, so that we can just be true and happy and just discuss the things we want to discuss without having that thorn in our side.
You know what?
So there.
It's all about interpretation.
You see, the glass is half full.
Yes. So with that,
what's your bun twisted?
What's got your bun twisted, girl?
What has got your moño berated?
I have one.
Okay. I don't know if y'all have noticed.
I come prepared.
If you've been with us for a little while, that Nat's pretty much going to always say she's got one. She writes them down. See, I write on pen and paper my to-dos, but I need to start writing things that...
Guys, it's not my fault that this is the world we live in.
It is.
And people
vent away, because I found something in your last one that I took it a step because I forget now what we discussed.
Yes.
But I was like, I'll piggyback off that one.
Until you start writing them down, you can just use mine.
I know. I will.
So this happens to me a lot when I go to the Milems by my house in particular, but it also happens to me at Publix. This is a grocery store complaint for anyone who doesn't have a Milems or a Publix. They will put one item in a bag and then that's it. And then they'll get another bag and they'll put like another one or two items. My grocer bagger. Well, whether it's the cashier themselves or like whoever's like their trusty sidekick. And then I end up with like 19 bags. And I just think
17 products.
And yeah. And it's wasteful. It's annoying.
Yeah.
I'm always there by myself. Yeah. Like you see me, I'm a little lady.
So you still go to the cashier aisle because now they have so many do-it-yourself aisles that...
Well, this Milems does not have a do-it-yourself.
It does. Okay,
and
that's nice.
The Target only has 10 items or less, and sometimes I have more than 10 items.
At Target, yeah. Once you pass a dollar section, you're past 10 items because I am.
But I don't need an individual bag for everything. And then I just have all these bags in my house.
And it's microplastics, by the way. I learned that even carrying your groceries.
What?
In those, yes.
Oh,
I watched the session, of course, Today Show, because I learned everything from there. My Amazon deals.
Got your PhD in Today Show.
Oh, my goodness. I sure am. And Today Show, we got things to share. We can come share. I could make cookies on your show. We could talk. We're cool. Two cool chicks.
Today
Show.
Us
Today Show. Anyway, it is my favorite. And I want to go on their fanfare thing that they're having. And I always want to be a host for a day. I would love to. That's like a wish list. Not a make-a-wish, because...
No. But have you been
like a wish list.
Have you been one of those people that stands outside in Rockefeller Center with the signs? I
never had a sign, but I did stand in every single time we plan a trip. I always think, can we do the Today Show tomorrow? I love going.
So you've actually stood there though.
Oh, Absolutely. And I got a picture with Meredith Vieira last time when she was still hosting. I love it, and I always think I should be sitting on that. It was my dream job. Like, I never pursued it, and but first it was an entertainment reporter. I would have loved to be like
Juliana Rancic?
And then I was like, I would have loved to. Now I know their schedules are all horrible and whatever, but I don't know. And maybe that's why I love doing this too. I just like that whole whatever, and I love New York, so.
Well, whatever. Who doesn't?
But I don't even know why we started talking about that. My train of thought just completely left me.
Well, we were talking about groceries and bags, and
so I watched this.
the microplastics.
Yes, the minute you go back, I'm fine.
Yes.
Then they did an episode or a segment on that, on what is considered the microplastics, and obviously we know about the water bottles and stuff. But they said even when you're using the grocery bags, that contact is, yeah, I know.
But how am I supposed to live in this world?
Well, they have the reusable ones. Like Marshall's is the
know.
queens and the kings of those bags that you buy at the exit, which are phenomenal. I take those.
But Do you remember every
Yes.
time? You do?
Not every time. I used to leave them in my car and say, okay, so next time I go, so what happens is I bring home the groceries, I unload, I put all the bags in each other, and I'll put this back in my car next time, and then I don't. So then I forget. But if I'm consciously at home and go, oh, I'm going to go do groceries, I'll go grab the...
That's very responsible of you.
Yeah, like if it's a quick stop, no, obviously. But if I'm going to go do like, okay, it's time to...
You know what's apparently trending? For the youngins, as an actual bag, like a purse, like I'm going out with my gal pals, a Trader Joe's canvas bag. This is now like, it's a grocery bag.
But does it say Trader Joe's or
Yes.
is it one of their little design?
No, it's blue, it's white
And
with
red.
navy blue straps, and it says Trader Joe's in red, and that's the bag. And people
Okay.
are using it as like a trendy bag.
Okay. I would like to know who's the first person that starts that. Like who does that and then it becomes a trend? Like where does that come from? Who
I
says
don't know.
or who decides?
Who was like the Regina George? I saw her wearing army pants and flip flops.
Who's Regina George?
Oh fuck! From Mean Girls.
Oh no. I saw that. Mean Girls.
I saw that. It's a classic.
I know. I just don't
I
know
feel like you
their
don't
name.
know.
I do. I've watched it like once or twice. I don't know.
Oh, I've seen it like 900 times.
I know.
And so it's like I saw Regina wearing. No, I saw Katie wearing. You know what though? It wasn't even Regina George. It was
You
Katie. It was
see-
Katie.
Oh, Katie,
Herring.
I know.
Well, yeah, sure, you know. I saw Katie wearing army jeans and flip flops, so I'm wearing army jeans and flip flops. Guys, I don't remember if it was Katie or Regina. The point
Let me
is,
see. Someone's gonna call you out. They're gonna be mean.
this conversation has gone on longer than it needed to.
I know. But you know what? If hopefully some of you are smiling, and this is how all your conversations go with your friends, because
Or some of you are like, can you shut the fuck up?
shout out to my friend Anna that this is what happens to us every time we have we call it our once a month lunches, and we schedule it in our books because she writes it down too, not just our phones. And then we get together, and 4 hours later we're always like, okay, remember to get back to that. Okay, remember, and we go down all these roads and all these conversations to circle back to where it started. And
Well,
doesn't.
we'll try to keep it more linear.
So-
Our conversation today, we gave it to you at the
hinted.
beginning.
Yeah.
We were so subtle. It is October. Halloween is next
Next
week, or whenever you hear this, it may have already passed. I don't know. We're working on our schedule. In any event, it's coming. It's officially, I think, the holiday season. So we're going to talk about all things holiday. We're going to talk about what makes it the best / most stressful time of the year, because it's supposed to be joyful, but
Right.
it gets complicated.
it does, and it does get stressful, and it gets like you feel like you don't have enough time for everything and anything and all the things.
So let's start with this. What do you consider the start of the holiday season? Is it Halloween, or is it more like once Halloween is over and it's Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year type?
No. For me, it has been ever, and I think mostly, once I got married and had a house, and I love decorating, season stuff. But once I had my daughter and the girls were active, I would say, with trick-or-treating and whatever, because when they're little, you take them, but whatever. That we would all get, first started loving to get dressed up for Halloween, which I never used to really much when I was younger. And I love decorating the house. So for me, October already. I used to do Halloween all month and then switch over to fall in November and then switch to... But now, since I don't really decorate for Halloween so much anymore,
It's just fall.
it's just fall. So I start that early October. No specific time, but from October. So I want the 3 months. 'Cause
Okay.
Fall is my
I do
favorite
too.
anyway.
And you know what I hate? Not that I hate, but like, no, I do hate. I'm a stand firm on it. I feel like already they're putting out Christmas stuff in places.
Oh, yes.
And I don't like skipping over holidays. I want each of them to get their due. And I just feel like we are breezing over everything until we get to Christmas.
I know.
And it's really who
They're
wants
rushing
this?
us through. It's the hurry up, sped up.
Who's asking for this? Like, who's the consumer that needs this so badly? Because
That
everyone
didn't know it was coming. I mean, it's going to come.
everyone I talk to hates it too.
Yeah.
So
I
is-
will say this. In defense of those who put it out, I went to Home Depot the day before yesterday to go get some light bulbs. And when I walked in, of course, to my left, the entire Christmas section was up, whilst the Halloween section was still up on the other side by the other side of the registers with the giant things. And they had an entire, like one of those crate things that they bring in on the lift, you know, with all, whatever it's called, full of the white Christmas lights for your trees.
Oh.
And you can never, come November, girl, you cannot find those. And you have to order on Amazon. It takes 2 weeks. So, of course, I went and bought 5 boxes because I'll use maybe 2 or 3, but then I have some for the next time because you can never find them. So, yay that I'm glad they had those out.
I guess.
But, yeah, they have it all decorated. Like, especially here, we don't have the weather for it.
Yeah, so we're in Miami for anyone who's tuning in for the first time. And so it's just like eternal summer.
With like a nice spring day is our fall. Like
a breeze.
A breeze. It's not clammy and sweaty and disgusting. So that's our fall. And that's our winter.
But I just don't like the idea of glossing over it.
Yeah.
So, all right. So you're a Halloween dresser-upper.
I love my husband.
What are you going to be this Halloween?
I'm not. We're going to be at a wedding in Nashville. So that'll be fun to see everybody. Imagine what Nashville's going to be like on Halloween.
Yes.
That's going to be crazy. So
that'll be fun times.
That'll be fun. And I think that's the night before the wedding. And so it's like blue jean baby night or something. So you have to go dressed in all jean, top to bottom.
Canadian tuxedo.
Going. So, is that what it's called?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah.
So, yes, I like, from October, I like to drag it out as long as I like to celebrate it. Because during the summer and the rest of the year, there's not really much to...
No, there isn't much. And I do like to mark this time of the year. So, I like to make the holidays, like I'm marking it like it's the holidays. And it's when I start putting pumpkin pie spice in my coffee. So that's how I know the holiday season has commenced, and I just started it last week.
Okay, so you have
and
commenced.
we've arrived.
And we've arrived.
We are here,
folks. You're wearing a cashmere sweater,
girl, guys.
Guys, I know. I just want to hear her say this because
I mentioned I'm cold because this house is freezing, and she was
like it chilly.
She's like, "Oh, I have a sweater for you," and I'm like, "Well, what if it's ugly? Maybe I don't want to wear it." And she's like, "Trust me, it's not." And it's this amazing cashmere. Anybody who's seen Seinfeld, cashmere. Anyway, it's amazing. It's soft. It feels like a warm baby is hugging me or something.
And so she says, "Where did you get it?" And what do I say?
Where do you guys think she got it?
Instagram.
She buys everything on Instagram.
I love it. I love Instagram. I'm a sucker for it. And I'm telling you, 8 out of 10 things that I get from there.
Is this where you will be doing your holiday shopping?
Probably not Instagram, but I've gotten some, I've gotten some great gifts. Like a couple years ago, I got my daughter and my sister-in-law sweatshirts, and they had my daughter's dog, Bo, who just turned 7 2 days ago. They stitch like a portrait of his face. So you send a picture and they do like an outline and it's like a patch. It was beautiful. It's her favorite sweatshirt. And my sister-in-law, I got her one of Sally. They love it. And then I got Emmy some pajamas with Bo's face. And I find all that on Instagram.
Well, my husband did get, speaking of holidays, he did get a sweater made. I want to say it was through Instagram that he found the company. And it's this, like, it's kind of like an ugly Christmas sweater, but it's got all of us on it. So it's like he sent them a family picture and it has like him, me, the 2 kids.
Okay, that's adorable.
It is adorable. And he wore it to Christmas Eve and it was very cute. Now, it would have been cuter if he would have gotten one for me as well so that we could have, matched.
But then you would have said, I'm not wearing that.
I loved it. What are you talking about?
Okay, well, he didn't know that ahead of time.
I mean, I
But
did
Instagram is a great, I've learned now that once you go to process the order and it takes you, I can tell by the payment page that it's coming from way overseas. And it's going to take more than 3 weeks.
A little international.
Yeah, way international. But I've had really good luck, and maybe some people get scammed and other people, I can't. But I do. I've become somewhat of a Christmas online shopper, but I still like to go to the stores. I still love
the holiday
buzz.
Shopping.
I love the vibe.
The like a mall situation.
We do Merrick Park, which is like an open mall.
Yes.
The open mall. I don't like to go.
That mall at Christmas.
Yeah, I don't like the parking situation, like in the big indoor malls.
Yeah,
the parking and everybody's just angry, and that stresses me. So I'd rather go to even if the store selection is limited. Mm-hmm. And there's certain, you have to know ahead of time
what you want
and who you're going for. But I find that the whole experience is just wonderful. I feel like I want to have cocktails or I want to have
Oh, I
coffee,
do.
and we eat and we spend the day, and it's like loaded bags, and that's just wonderful.
That is fun. But you did bring up where I was going to go next, which is the stress of the
Yes.
holidays. And I think part of it, there's so many places to go with this, but part of it is like, I don't know about you, but this happened to me especially last year. There's this expectation in your head of what you want the holiday to be. And I think this happens more with Christmas than the
Oh,
others,
yeah.
just because, there's so much pressure on Christmas. But
It really is.
there's so much, and it's like you're trying to create this magic. It's almost like you're chasing the magic that you felt when you were a kid. If Christmas is something that was happy for you, and you run yourself ragged, and then you don't even get to enjoy it because you're so busy doing stuff that you don't even get to. I did this last year.
Do you find that it's just you, or is it you and your husband? Or it's
me.
It's you. It's me too.
It's 100% me.
Yep.
So last year, I literally packed every moment with an activity. It was a Christmas show. We went to go see A Christmas Carol, like live. We did Christmas lights. We did the Christmas tree day, decorating day. It was literally every weekend. We had friends over for a Christmas dinner. We did
Friendsmas.
It was a Friendsmas, yes. And it was like, I was so exhausted by Christmas Day.
But did you do that for a specific reason, or you just because
Holiday cheer.
Oh,
I was just like, I want this to be the merriest Christmas that ever existed. And what ended up happening was by Christmas Day, so I always host Christmas brunch on Christmas Day.
right.
By that day, I hated everyone and everything so much that I was the biggest grouch. And everyone's like, yay, it's Christmas. And I'm like, fuck y'all, get out of here. Like, I can't.
Bah humbug. Yeah.
I was bah humbug. And it really, like later that night, I was reflecting and I was like, that really sucks because here I was building up to this moment and I exhausted myself before I even got there.
Yeah. Yeah. I think, it puts the pressure. I mean, I think every situation, every dynamic, every family, whatever is different. For me, I remember when the kids were little, we had the youngest kids in the family.
Mm-hmm.
So we ended up, when I don't have many memories, to be honest, of when I was a little girl or younger, like what Christmas.
Really?
Yeah, like memories of what Christmas, the expectation of what we did on Christmas Day. Or, remember my parents they split up, I guess, when I was 11 or 12.
Mm-hmm.
And for 2 of those years before that, my mom was out of the country, so
Right.
I have moments where I remember, one Christmas there was a bike there and whatever, but like the actual activity of what went on Christmas and Christmas Day, not much. More so once I was with my husband and stuff and his family, it was always, on one day that was this, and there was a lot of nieces and nephews, and we started doing that. And I just remember that once we had Emmy, and then, Michelle was 6 when Emmy was born. On Christmas morning, they got up and it was exciting and the stuff, and it was, that joy is wonderful when they're little, because the bigger presents even costs so much less. Like a Barbie house was like, $90 or $100, and and it went so far. Now, the older they get, the smaller the gifts get, and the more expensive because it's electronics and things like that. But then we had to pack up like at 2 or 3 in the afternoon and go to visit one cousin's house, and then go to visit the next cousin's house, so all the kids could see each other, whatever. And then it's like, well, they just want to stay home and play with their toys.
Yeah.
Everybody else gets to stay home and play with their toys. Why do we, but then there's more of them, so we're not going to ask everybody else to come to our, you know what I mean? So it was kind of like, I looked forward to it, but I still, at the end, I was like, why can't we just stay home? Like, let them. So they were like, why do we have to go? They wanted to see their cousins, but then they would go and watch everybody else play with their stuff.
Yeah.
And then the next day, which we still do, we go to my brother-in-law's. And then it's an afternoon where now the cousins exchange gifts. And when they were little, it was kind of like, oh, look what Santa left for you at our house, and that type of thing. Now they're all adults, and now they're all getting married and having babies. So it's nice, but I remember that whole kind of like, it was still exhausting. And it was exhausting for them too, because they knew we were coming, and it wasn't like you could but then you want to see family. So it's a catch-22. Like,
that's what makes it so hard, right? It's not that I don't want to see my family. Obviously I do, But it's such a busy time, and you just kind of want to relax. So for Christmas Day, we have everyone come to my house because
You have the little kids.
I have, well, but my brother does too, to be fair.
That's true.
He also has little kids.
Yes.
But we just made it my house. I don't know what to tell you. Sorry, Tony.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's just it. Like, that's how it's always been too. My brother-in-law is the one that hosts Christmas Day, and it was prior to my sister-in-law passing. They would do Christmas Eve, and we do Thanksgiving. So each sibling on my husband's side did a holiday.
Right.
We did
Right.
Thanksgiving. His sister did Christmas Eve, and his brother does Christmas Day. And, over time, that's just kind of stayed that way. Now, Christmas Eve, since all of them have grown up and are getting married, now everybody kind of goes to either their in-laws, or it kind of split up a little bit.
Yeah, well, and that's tough because you have so many different, as families merge, then it becomes more complicated because the web is now larger.
Huge.
And you've touched on something that I did want to get into anyway, which is kind of when you get married and now you have like your husband's traditions, right? And the things that they did and the things that maybe your family does. And so how has it been, or how was it for you to try to come up with your new things? Because with me and Juan, we had not even so much because his family does a big 24th and we don't, so it was always kind of easy, like, okay, I'll just
you guys used to be the Thanksgiving.
We were the Thanksgiving
so
house.
We then took it over for a while, and then it's kind of always just stayed for us as well. Like, even like we were discussing that we were discussing before a couple weeks ago, you and I, with that Thanksgiving. I said, well, now, your brother does it. And you're like, no, not really. And I was under the assumption that you guys now kind of, because once he had kids, and I thought, okay, we still do my husband's side of the family. Everybody still comes, even though I know that now they've all bought houses. So this year I'm kind of like, I don't know. I'm going to check tomorrow when I see them and make sure. But we still love doing it. Like, it's still our holiday.
Right. Well, like, I guess, like, yes.
Yeah. Tradition used to be his mom's.
Yeah. So now mine was always like, we did Thanksgiving. My family did it. And then his family did the 24th. And then Christmas was always my house because his family didn't do anything that much the 25th. But it was still kind of like, even just when we were deciding, like, what do we tell our kids? If your kids are in the car, have them not listen anymore.
They shouldn't probably be listening.
They probably shouldn't be listening to this anyway, but in case you're that kind of parent.
A cool parent.
A cool mom, not a regular mom, a cool mom. Like, what do we tell our kids about Santa? Like, his upbringing was very different from mine. He grew up in Colombia, so he had El Niño Dios, and I'm like, I'm sorry, who? Like, no.
Baby Jesus?
Like, no, the baby Jesus doesn't bring you shit. Like, you go to church, sure, but like, you don't, it's Santa.
Yeah.
And so we had this whole thing of like, what do we tell the kids? So...
Yeah, because if they're being raised here, they're going to hear about Santa. And
well, there is, so in history, okay, this is like getting deeper into it, but like, he had a Santa, but they did a whole thing where they do all their gifts on the 24th.
Right.
And so they open like at midnight. Or they open all the things. That was so not how I did it. And I was really wanting to fight against it because I was like, wait, no, that's not how we do it. Like, you open them on Christmas Day. And I have my whole list of reasons why I still stand by that is the better choice. Eventually I gave in, but I think that's one of the things that causes stress over the holidays is like people get really tied to their traditions and the way they do things. And then when you have to bring them together with someone else, it's not easy
because you want to continue yours. Like, for me,
and
I didn't really have
expectations, right? Like, his family's expecting that we're going to go the 24th and they're going to do the thing with the gifts.
My husband's family, I know that, and we eventually started doing this because I was all about, even when someone would give me a gift, let's say way before Christmas, 2 weeks before, oh, here, I got you something, and I put it under the tree. I don't peek, I don't look. I want to open them all on the 25th.
Me too.
I want to wake up and then just, I don't want to peek. But then we started doing one at midnight. One gift you get to pick before we go to bed, and then that's it.
But why?
But just one. That's because he
Scratch
used to do
the
that.
itch?
No, that was something.
That was his tradition.
I can't remember. I need to ask him, honestly, if they used to open them all at midnight or one. But we just decided, okay, one. And I'm like, I want to go to sleep with the anticipation, still like a child, of waking up and opening whatever's it. Lately, it's been that we're still wrapping shit until 2 in the morning Christmas. Eve. So
That's also, if you
Yeah.
have kids, creating Christmas magic for your kids or holiday magic for your kids. It's like, and now they
The
have
elf.
that goddamn
Elf.
elf.
which they have like out now in the stores, the elf in the shelf. I said, I thought that was supposed to be like hidden.
And
like,
yet, let me tell you, I don't know if my kid is just
We
not
did
that
that
smart,
for
but
a while.
he hasn't, he did
Caught on?
mention that like, oh, there's an elf on the shelf, but it hasn't like come together that like, yeah, they sell this at the store. This is not a magic elf. Like,
he still does.
he's very sweet, my boy.
That's okay. Emily, her elf. That was the worst moment, by the way.
When she found out about the elf?
Worse than Santa, because it was the same day.
Oh.
It was the same day.
That's a double whammy.
It was awful, and I was by myself.
How old was she?
Oh, geez. I'm going to say probably 10 or 11, fourth or fifth grade. I would have to ask her.
Yeah,
Because-
he's in fourth grade now. And I'm
Uh-huh.
like, we're getting there,
Because
buddy.
she's asked me twice, Mom, for real, like, tell me. And then I'm thinking, I don't want her to look like a dumbass either.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, the kids, you don't know what they're telling me. You don't want them to be the idiot getting made fun of because kids are kids.
Oh, yes.
She still believes in Santa Claus, and she's like, oh.
I distinctly remember we were in like, I want to say fifth grade, and the kid next to me still believed in Santa, and everybody was ragging on him.
You see?
And that memory still kind of haunts me because I
It's
definitely
horrible.
participated.
And
that
that's
was
like the last honest
so not
bit
cool.
of innocence.
Innocence.
Yeah.
Once that's gone, that's it.
She finally asked me, she's like, can you tell me the truth? And I was just like, fuck. If we've talked about this a million times, and every time I talked about it, my eyes water. And I go, I have never felt. I mean, there was one other moment, the tooth fairy, and I forgot. We both forgot, and she came out with her eyes watery, asking that the tooth fairy forgot. And I'm like, oh, that was horrible, horrible. Are you sure? Did you check behind? Maybe it fell on the floor. I don't know. And then, of course, I went and threw like a
Of
$20
course.
bill. I'm like, she's like, it was there, all happy with her tear-filled
Oh,
eyes. I'm like, oh my
no.
God, parent fail. Jeez, that was horrible. But the Santa. And then I had to tell her, okay, Mamita, no, whatever. And then her eyes watered. She goes, what? Her elf was Trixie.
Oh.
And what about Trixie? And I'm like, no. And the tears and the heaviness in my chest.
Of course.
I felt like the House of Cards came. You know, it was
Of
just all the
course.
things she had written. Trixie notes and letters and please this and whatever, and would leave oh God, it was the most beautiful day. And ever since then, she wouldn't touch the thing. Like, I still bring it out at Christmas, and I set Trixie up on her little suitcase. She begged Santa to leave Trixie when you please. She promised to take care of her and feed her. And oh my God, it was the sweetest
know.
thing. And then I'll set up the little deer, her little reindeer, and Trixie and the little
Yeah, but
sister.
you don't have to move her, right? 'Cause
No,
so let
that
me tell
shit
you.
was awful. But and she'll walk by. She goes, "Oh, look, Trixie," and she has like this disdain and hate for it. And I'm
Yeah.
like, it wasn't the freaking
It
elf's
reminds
fault.
her of her innocence lost. Can I tell you? This is some bad parenting.
Now I need a drink.
This is some
This
bad
is
parenting.
awful.
Do not do this. So there have been times with that stupid elf that I have forgotten to move him.
Yes,
because I'm
yes.
tired and I'm an adult and I have things. And then he'll wake up in the morning, and he'll be like, "Hey, he didn't move." And my response to him was, "Well, maybe you didn't behave very well." And
You're awful.
right?
What?
Isn't that messed up? And
To
I was like,
Oliver.
Yeah, and I was
Okay.
like, "You should be better behaved, and then maybe he'll get his magic back."
Jesus Christ, man. Who are you? Do you not have a heart anywhere
I
inside
do,
you? You
I
hate
do,
dogs. You
I
hate your children. What the fuck, girl?
I don't hate my children.
You know that you're gonna spend a day in hell for that one.
Well, listen. Did he listen, Linda? Did he behave better that day? Yes, he did.
You see, you need to just drop him off here with the dog for a weekend. I need to teach him what it's like
I know
to be
that.
loved.
Listen, I prefaced it with this is not a good parenting tool, but
No,
I think
I know.
that those types of things are just more pressure.
Of course
on
they are.
Parents
Did you ever-
specifically, but
did you ever wake up in a panic because you forgot and then go do something?
Of course.
Okay, but you fixed it in the moment
Can I
because we
tell you-
did that a few times.
But that's dumb
The
elf.
fucking elf.
This dumb elf, I forgot where I packed him one year.
Oh.
And it was like November 30th. He comes December 1st.
Oh.
Ours is named Buddy. Very very clever. And it's November 30th, and I'm like, where's this elf? And we searched high and low,
Oh,
couldn't find
Jesus.
it. So I'm like, I got to go buy it.
Oh, my
So I leave my house at like 9 o'clock to go to Walmart. They don't have it. Target, they don't have it. And I'm like running from store to store.
yeah.
It was like 10:30, almost 11 o'clock when my husband's like, I found it in the garage, like under something. But that's how much, look at what they're doing to us.
No. And then year one, you almost laugh at all the things you come up with, right? Like
I'm not very clever with this
oh,
thing.
and we looked it up at the time. It was new, imagine. So Emmy's 24, so it was 14 years ago, 15. It was the introduction of the elf. It was, its brand new appearance the first 2 or 3 years. And there was only one store that had in South Miami that had the elf, and you had to stand in this line to get it. And then they sold the accessories later on that came with it. Okay, so we did all that, but we would. At first, it was fun to kind of come up with, okay, what do we do tonight? Year 2, that shit gets rough. And by year 3, you're like, fuck this elf.
Well, there are businesses now that women, well, I don't know if they're women, but there are business people will create like these kits so that you have something for every single day, which I'm not going to do. And in fact, when I had my second son, I didn't buy a second elf. There was one elf. They share.
That's it. Yeah, that's right. It's one house.
They share the elf.
One elf per house.
And I'm pretty sure this is going to be the last year, at least for my older son. Because
we drove the car into the backyard and sat her on pillows behind the steering wheel and made it look like she drove the car into the backyard.
Absolutely not. You couldn't pay me money to do stuff like that.
Yes. We tracked shoes down the hallway. We did makeup all over the counter. We set him up playing the Wii in the playroom. She walked in and there was chip bags and juice boxes.
God, no. You're the problem. You're the problem. Parents like you are the problem.
No.
They create pressure on the rest of us because then your kid
Nobody
goes to
knew
school.
we did it.
No, but now it's all on freaking Instagram and stuff. So like you're just watching all of these people do these very clever, creative things, and you're like, well,
that was before my time.
Well,
or after my time, should I say? But back then there was not all that. So, but yeah, the pressure was still the same.
It just adds to that, and the guilt of like, am I doing enough? Am I
making it memorable?
Am I making it memorable? Is this going to be a core memory?
What about gift giving? How are you, like? For Santa, quote unquote, or parent, do you go overboard to say, for lack of a better, like when you buy gifts for your kids, do you always think or do you ever think, it's not enough and you go buy more? And like at what point do you stop or do you always feel like, oh, I hope I got enough?
I have a lot of trouble with that because, a couple things.
I do.
I never think that I got them enough stuff. And part of it is going back to memories of my Christmases. And I remember seeing the tree so full of stuff. It was so packed. Now, granted, there was more of us.
Of course.
There was 3 kids instead of 2.
Right.
My grandma was there, my parents. It was a bigger house.
So even, let's say 5 of you, even 5 gifts a person, let's say, that's still 25 gifts under the tree.
And there used to be so many, but I also think things were less expensive then. Looking back on some of the gifts that I got, like one time it was like a box of Twizzlers. I mean, it wasn't like, not everything was like super quality.
Of course.
But it was wrapped and it was there under the tree. So now when I think, I only got them, literally I only got them 10 things.
Right.
That's not a lot of things.
Right.
And so then I'm like looking for more stuff to get them. And the truth is, I think they really only gravitate toward like maybe 1 or 2 of the things. The rest of it is like
sit there, right?
They're like, oh yay, and then they don't really care. They kind of and they get so many gifts. My husband's family's enormous, like huge.
Oh,
so they all give gifts to the kids, and they end up with these giant bags of gifts. So they end up with so much stuff, and I'm like, what is this for?
Yeah,
I almost want to. I've thought about, but I wouldn't do this to them. Let's stop doing gifts. Let's go like take a trip. Or do...
Yeah, but it's not going to mean that much
to
them
yet. It means nothing to them right now.
I think maybe like now for me that my kids are older. Say, you know what, this year we're not going to do gifts. We'd rather just take a trip for 4 days somewhere altogether.
Would you ever do like a... Let's do like a volunteer situation.
We've done
instead
for Thanksgiving.
Of
Oh no, at Thanksgiving like we'll go.
Oh, we do that for Thanksgiving.
And feed. And I really love doing that.
It really is.
It really is. It really fills your heart and it just kind of grounds you. It's kind of like what I was telling you when I was in Africa. It kind of just brings you back to like, okay, what are really the things that fill you up? You get lost in your day-to-day. We get in Instagram and the things and the buying and we get sucked up into that in the commercial world. But when you can step back and really kind of get to the core of humanity.
Yes.
Of what's really going on in life around me. What can I do to make one situation just a little better, even
Yeah.
if it's for a day. What can I do with my able self to make something better? And it sounds corny. It sounds like, okay, blah, blah, blah. But it's not. Like when you do it, the feeling you get inside, call it selfish if you want, because you're the one feeling good, but you are doing something. Someone has to be there to help.
Yeah.
And
Well,
yeah.
it's neurologically, you are getting hits of like dopamine
Yeah.
and serotonin and endorphins, and all these things are happening when you do something nice. And yes, it feels good, so you want to do more of it. But it's also encourages people pay things forward, right? Like just watching someone
Yeah.
perform an act of kindness
Yeah.
makes you feel good
Yeah.
and inspires you to do it.
Yeah.
And what's so bad about creating a positive upward spiral of people doing kind things? And I think the holiday season is a great time to do it because, like you said, you get so caught up in the commercial part of it, the elf, the gifts, the whole thing, the making it look Pinterest worthy and making it whatever. And then, you realize like, this is so dumb.
And then lots of money later.
Oh,
That's what it is, because, and I can be pretty honest already. I can tell my kid, listen, this year, and I say that every year, and I tell my husband, we're not going to do all this stuff, and then we do end up, and what happens is I'll buy a thing, I'm done, and then we go somewhere and you buy the extra thing.
Yeah.
Oh, but and then it ends up being lots of stuff. I guess we've gotten a little better. I don't overdo, but it's same thing. We want to see the tree, and my daughter loves seeing the tree, and she starts wrapping ahead of time, and she loves start to put things under the tree, and it's a thing. And then now Michelle lives in her own apartment, so she'll come over, and we wait for her to open. Now this last year, she came over like after lunch. I'm like, girl, we're gonna open, and now my nieces are here, and so it changes. It changes.
Yeah.
I still don't love to go out on Christmas.
No, I feel
Day.
like everybody just stay home.
Well, we do. We go out still in the early afternoon. My brother-in-law lives 2 blocks away, so we
okay.
go
That's
do
easy.
that. And since the kids are bigger now, everybody kind of comes and goes. Well, we did start one year, which I kind of wanted to continue doing, and I think you were there, or were you not? Did you? I think we did. What I did a pre-Christmas Eve, Christmas Eve.
With the cousins?
Yeah.
That was my idea, girl.
At my house.
Yes. It was supposed to be my house, but I couldn't do it. So we did it at your
what
house.
was it? I did it on the 23rd because
Yes.
it was, since now all the extendeds have extendeds,
Right.
Christmas Eve becomes, well, do we go to your family or my family? I said, you don't have to choose. We're going to do a pre-Christmas Eve. That way everybody can come, and
Yeah.
then you all figure it out on the 24th. Go do your thing, and then the 25th we'll see each other. I think it's 3 days of celebrating.
I love that too for anyone who has like a big family, or anybody who just, maybe you don't even have a big family, but you just want to do something alone
Right.
with your little nuclear family. I think that's such a nice solution of like, we can still celebrate. It's still going to be around the holidays, not
and it's
random.
one day before, because the next day is still Christmas Eve. So it's still like,
Yeah.
it's Christmas Eve.
So, and we saw each other, we gave ourselves like the cheer, the Thanksgiving cheer, the Christmas cheer, whatever, and then you can do whatever you want on your
I think
day.
with the little kids, like now, as I call the extended, my nieces and nephews, everybody's having kids, So now there's a whole new. Sometimes you don't get to see each other throughout the year so much.
Yeah.
So maybe at the holidays, everybody's in a good mood. The kids get to see each other. You get to see, your kids and the great aunts and great nieces and nephews, whatever, growing up. I mean, at least it's a chance for everybody to kind of get together. Everybody get together,
Yes.
without having to make plans in between when you're trying to shove it in because you haven't seen each other.
Right. Well, I love that. And I love to, I think we need to come back to the like casual holiday. Like the fact that I think it's social media driven, honestly. The fact that everything has to be, and I'm guilty of this. If I invite people over for dinner at my house, like I want flowers, I want a decor, I want a motif, but like, it's just not necessary. And I feel like
And people don't give a shit. They just want to hang out.
yeah, they'll look at it like, oh, that's pretty. And then they just keep on keeping on. They eat the cheese and they just keep it moving. And so I think we need to bring back just like casual Christmas, casual Thanksgiving. Just
My Thanksgiving is a little more casual now that we're in this house, because I
think-
don't have the space that I did.
we just need to remember what it's actually about. It's about hanging out with people.
Yeah, hanging out. I
Connecting.
stress about that sometimes. I want people to be comfortable. When they come,
Mm-hmm.
like, especially since we are a large group of people once we're all together. And I have my dogs that are always running around and stuff. And I always say, well, you know what? They live here. This is my house. I am.
Yeah.
Dogs. I mean, it is what it is. It's messy sometimes. It's loud. You know, I love it that way. If you don't mind, I don't care if there's a mess. I don't care if there's dirt tracked it. I'm going to clean it up anyway.
Yeah, like, it's not your house. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. So I've become a sucker for, I think in my mind, I plan it all great and it's going to look pretty. And then the moment comes like, fuck it, just put the bag of pita chip. Like, I don't stress so much about making it all look perfect. I just want to make sure I have enough of stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't stress so much. I don't have enough space to put everything away nice and pretty. Like, there's always going to be a little cluster of something in one corner. As one of my nephews said, yeah, you do have a lot of shit. Fuck. I don't want my house to look like cluttered.
It doesn't.
But I don't stress so much about everything looking so perfect. For me, it's about everybody having a place to sit. Like, if I see people standing around and uncomfortable, like they don't have a place to go.
But the thing is, nobody cares about this because I mean, I feel like, and I'm talking to myself when I say this. Like, we need to just like, did everybody get food? Everybody ate?
Yeah.
You had a good time? You laughed a little?
Yeah.
You got a drink? Great.
Yeah, I have a plate for you to take home.
Yeah, we had a great party. Like, it just needs
Yeah.
to be, we need to like take it down. Oh my gosh. So this reminds me, speaking of, as I say this, so I don't know if have you been hearing about Ralph Lauren Christmas?
No.
Oh my God.
Where would I hear that? And I'll tell you if I'm hanging out in those.
The TikToks?
Nope.
The TikToks. This is like a new aesthetic.
I need to go on TikTok, man. I am so.
It's fun.
I know.
It's an aesthetic now that is, I guess, is trending for Christmas, where you do. Some people call it traditional Christmas, but then you have this other contingent of people who are like, it's not traditional Christmas. This is heritage. This is luxury. You have to collect vintage pieces, and it's very like. You have to have a mix of metals and materials and textures, and it's very woodsy.
For what?
For
The
Christmas,
tree or your whole
for
house?
everything. So it's red and green, but it's not like bright red and green. It's like a more muted red and green, and a lot of not plaid, tartan, like like Scottish plaid.
Are you speaking English right now?
And it's like you have to have these like vintage looking frames that you got at like an estate sale, and then there's like the leather and like
People got too much time on their
and
hands.
it's just
Like, get a
wild.
fucking life.
Now,
Come on now.
Did I get influenced? Did I
course you
run
did.
to? Where did I go though? I went to Marshall's because I was
Okay,
like,
but that's where they have everything.
they have so many things, and so I got things. Now, mind, I have 900 Christmas decorations, but I was like, well, we need to change the whole theme because now I want Ralph Lauren Christmas, and
Give those away. Don't even keep the old ones, because I did that and I do that, and I have bins upon bins.
I have bins
Upon bins, and the thought, my husband just says, just get rid of it. You know, we're paying in storage to store all this crap that we buy. I'm like, you're
know.
right, but I can't. Some of it has been around so long.
And what if we go back?
Yeah, no, but for me, it's. I'm more of a traditional person in that, is that I like to bring out the same things because that's what
Yeah.
represents
Christmas
to me.
Yes.
Like the elf
Fuck
that my
yeah.
daughter wants to burn.
Yes, I'm with you, Em.
No, Trixie.
She sounds like a stripper.
No, girl, she hoeing it.
She sounds like she.
Listen, she's earning her keep.
It's a working holiday.
Ooh, yeah, yeah, she is. She's getting extra tips. She's wearing tinsel in places. So for me, it's about that. It's not so much like we'll decorate the tree differently. I think sometimes each year, it used to be we'd pick a theme, a color. So one year we did red, white, and black with like the snowman top hat thing, and we did.
That gets so expensive every year.
And then we did the fuchsia, like the jewel colors. So we did teal with the shirt, like lime green, the fuchsia, those colors. That was fun. We've done an all teal, like aqua tree with peacocks and whatever. But then,
you mix it up.
yeah, but not anymore. I'd stick to the white lights, and then we love the metallic decorations with red.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to save this for a quick fire at the end.
right.
So never mind. But yeah, also, guys, the decor, everybody calm down. All right? Like, I can't keep up.
We
I
do
can't keep
have
up.
these two giant things that we bought. We bought this giant Santa Claus at Home Depot. Home Depot. Shout out to Lippick.
If you know, you know.
Oh shoot! Did I turn off my mic?
No, I hear you.
So it's a giant, like 10-foot Santa Claus. And then last year we went ahead and purchased his partner reindeer for the other side of the porch. And there was a strong wind gust this day that we had here. It knocked over the fucking reindeer. That was a mission. His leg fell off. all kinds of things. But so those we bring out. Those are huge and they kind of clip together. And so that's as much decoration these days. I used to do the whole house and the white lights. And I love it. But
I do. What's your favorite holiday in your holiday tradition? We created one recently in the last, I guess we've been doing it now for 3 years. So I think it counts as a tradition. But Juan and I go to Bal Harbor Shops and we have lunch somewhere. So it's like a fancy day.
is that during Christmas week or when is that?
It's just during December.
Okay.
We go to Bal Harbor Shops, which for anyone who's not familiar, Bal Harbor Shops is this very swanky, luxurious mall. I'm talking like I can't afford the things that they sell there,
like
but
you just window shop for real.
Yes. This is like high-end designer, outdoor, stunningly beautiful mall. We go there. They have a few restaurants, so we have a fancy lunch, and we go to Diptyque and we buy a Christmas candle at Diptyque. And then every year we have our Christmas candle, and it makes the house smell delish, and that's our Christmas tradition, and I love it.
Oh,
it's like the best.
I don't. My husband and I always pick a day. He loves shopping, and he loves Christmas shopping, and he actually likes to go on Christmas Eve by himself.
Oh.
And that's when he goes to buy.
My dad used to do that.
Like he gets excited for that still.
Oh.
And he'll go buy most of, I guess for me, if that's what it is, the girls, and he just comes back and there's nothing specific. He just will walk in random things and choose, and he comes back with his car full of stuff, and he just he loves, and Christmas
Santa.
Eve with the freaking crowds, and
Men love that stuff.
Yeah, I'm like, you know what? No, but we do like the 23rd or 22nd. Whatever weekend before Christmas, we do take a day and go to like Merrick or whatever, and we spend the day together, like shopping, and we love doing that.
Yeah.
And have a cocktail or two.
Oh,
get
heck
into cheap.
yeah.
But that's a nice tradition. I don't know that we have any specific. We all like to sit and wrap. Last year we set up the wrapping in here.
Oh, I'm gonna outsource to you. I hate wrapping.
We love it. We love it. I love it. We set up a 6-foot long table
Guys,
here
let's
inside my
normalize
room.
bags.
We do that too. I just went to Dollar Tree.
Yes.
There's a new one that opened up, and they are great for all of that. Paper and the
good to
bags.
know.
Did you not know that?
No, I do. But I'm
You
saying
need to go now. They have them out now.
I'm sure they do.
And so I just went and stocked up on my first round of every size bag, and they didn't have the tissue yet.
It's
But
coming.
yeah, the bags are fun, but I still I love it. We turn on, we do have a tradition, I guess. Thanksgiving, we start with Elf,
Oh,
the movie.
yes.
As of Thanksgiving morning, it is on almost loop. We did that for several years. Now, it's not always on loop so much, but it is the first thing we put on to start off
Interesting.
the holiday season. And then Love Actually.
Well, we're going to get into this too. I use Home Alone. That's my, it's Christmas.
From a tree house? That's the best.
All right. We're going to do a quick fire round of holidays. Okay.
Okay.
Quick fire. Real tree or fake tree?
Real.
I just got a fake tree. You know what? It's the best thing I ever bought. Eggnog.
I bought one 3 years ago in our old house.
Yeah.
And I left it up till April. And we were just going to leave it up all year long and decorate for 4th of July.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, till April. And I
That's
loved
fine.
it. And I would put on the lights every night. And I'm like, who cares?
So
No one
why
can
are
see
you
it.
vomiting on the real tree? I mean, fake
Because
tree.
if you can get a real one, man, the smell is just so
Yeah, but you know what? It's just like, I don't know, the last couple of years, it's kind of been a nightmare to find one. You have to drive all over
They
town.
are hard. Yeah.
They're getting harder
and
to buy.
expensive as all hell.
They're incredibly expensive. I hate putting on the lights. This one comes pre-lit. I buy a little spray. We buy that candle.
They have
It's
little
great.
hanging sticks that smell like pine.
Exactly.
I buy those at Michael's, and you hang them all around the tree, and it smells like
And
pine.
listen, we bought a nice one. It's not like a shitty
No,
fake
I know.
tree. It's
We-
a nice,
we
it
bought-
looks great. All right, eggnog. Yes or absolutely not?
I'll try. I haven't had it around me in forever.
Delicious.
So I know it's not. Yeah, I'll have it. If it's there, I'll do coquito.
Coquito's good too. Best holiday movie ever.
It would have to be, as a grown-up, I love Love Actually. It puts us in the mood every year. And then for kids, Elf. Elf wins hands down always.
I still think Home Alone is my fave.
I mean, it's up there. How can you compete with that? I mean, I know.
And I do love Love Actually. I think my husband would say Love Actually. We
Yeah.
watch that one a lot.
We watch it. We watch it
even
year
watch it
round.
not
Yeah,
Christmas.
not Christmas. Can you believe that Hugh Grant did not want to make that movie?
Well, I believe it. He's a
I know.
grouch.
I know. We love you, Hugh, but we were just talking about it last night, the dance scene and stuff. He said, get it the first time because I'm not doing that. He wanted it cut, whatever.
Oh,
I'm
and it
like,
was
that is
so
like the
good.
best scene
And
of the
he
whole-
didn't need to do it twice.
Made us love you.
Worst holiday movie ever.
Ooh.
You know which one I used to hate, and I just learned to love it last year because everyone
Don't
loves it.
tell me the classic.
Which one?
Mm.
Nah.
Black and white.
Casablanca?
No, man. The Christmas one. What the fuck?
I don't watch black and white movies.
Come on, Jimmy.
It's
White-
a Wonderful Life.
That's the one. I kept wanting to say White Christmas. I'm like, that's
no,
not it.
that is another movie. though.
Oh, that's a great. My daughter doesn't love
okay,
it
but that's
yet.
I said worst.
No, I know, but I'm saying that took a while. Like it
Oh.
was well into adulthood before I started looking at
Oh.
that. Like, oh,
The one
which
that,
one?
The one that I used to hate, and Juan and I both hated it together, and then we watched it last year, and we're like, actually, we don't hate it. The Holiday.
Oh, yeah. Music's great.
Music's great. It's a little slow.
It's a little slow, and when you really look at the acting, there's
I know,
a certain
but-
particular person that doesn't act very well in that one, and I'm just like, it's tough to. But it's cute. It made me like Jack Black a little bit more because I'm not a huge fan of
me either.
his. But it is good. It's good.
What song instantly puts you in a holiday mood?
Mariah Carey.
Hello.
She forever goes down. Man,
Yeah.
she killed it with that.
I mean, she never has to work a day in her life.
Never, ever. And it is the best Christmas song.
It really is. It just does it.
And you know what? Kelly Clarkson has one.
No.
I know. She screams a lot in general.
No. I love Kelly
but,
Clarkson.
But she has the one that's
No.
really fun too.
But it's Mariah's.
Yeah.
It's
I know.
Mariah's
Mariah.
holiday.
She wins. She wins.
Favorite holiday treat? Ooh.
Coquito. I love me some coquito.
You know, I don't have like a Christmas one. Honestly, it's my mom's flan, which she makes like
so good.
for different things, but on Noche Buena it just hits different.
Oh, and for me on Thanksgiving, which is still holiday, sweet potato souffle and green bean casserole.
Oh,
That is your
green
mother's
bean
fault. That's your
casserole.
mother's fault.
So good.
If I could just have a pan of the picadillo stuffing.
Oh no.
Oh my God, that's so
It's gross.
delicious. No, it's not.
Sorry,
With
Mom.
the green bean casserole and sweet potato. That's all I would eat when I would go to your house.
Wait, guys,
for
I'm
that.
gonna revise my holiday treat. I do love my mom's flan, but I forgot. I can't believe I forgot. The one thing I look forward to every single Christmas, my brother makes a hash brown casserole that I wait for it all year long. I can probably make it myself. I won't.
Yeah, no, nothing tastes the same
He
when you make it
makes it
yourself. Nothing.
Like perfect.
Of course he does.
And it's just, it's so good.
Hey, Tony, make two.
Make two.
Make two, because I'll have one.
Do you open gifts one at a time or all at once?
Oh, who opens them all at once?
You can't do that. But do you do this? Okay, here's a question. Do you have like one person opens all their gifts and then
Yeah.
the next person
We
opens their
start-
gifts, or
well,
everybody's
so
just like...
we have...
I think that's what this question
So
means.
someone, namely usually Emmy, will sit at the tree and start handing out when we're all sitting there. I am one that will gather them, and then I'm watching everybody open theirs, and then they're like, "Come on, Mom, open yours." Oh, okay. Like I
Right.
don't want the pressure of being watched of what I'm opening, even though I'm going to love it all. But and then Michelle likes for everybody to watch her open gifts, and then
Oh.
she displays them all and wants a picture with each one, and like, okay,
Let's move on.
let's move on. We've moved on. We're having lunch now, so yeah. But she still loves to do that.
I like to watch everybody open their stuff, so I like everybody to take turns. Even though it takes longer, I don't like the chaos of everybody opening at once. You
No,
can't
yeah.
see anything.
Yeah, no.
I want to see your face. I want to see your reaction.
Yeah.
So,
And then we have my husband sitting with the garbage bag because he
Oh, of
can't
course.
handle the mess.
Yeah, same.
So then we're just like
Yeah.
picking up as we go because
Everybody
that's
has
what
their
we do.
role. There's Santa, there's the garbage man. Like everyone knows their roles. Holiday cards, yay or nay?
Yay.
Yay, for sure.
For spouses, for sure. And then I give my daughters.
No, I mean, like, no.
You mean like mailing out to people?
Yeah. What are you giving? You're giving like a birthday card for Christmas to someone, your family?
I give one to my husband.
You do?
Of course.
That's weird.
Why?
Guys, weigh in. It's weird.
Giving them a Merry
A Christmas card?
Yeah. I love you. I don't know. Oh, jeez.
Wait, so you actually get like a card, like a Hallmark card
Yes.
for Christmas?
Yes. We give each other one, and then I give each daughter one. And I put it in their stocking. Oh, do you do stockings? I do stockings and stuffers. That's my biggest stressor. Honest to God.
What a blessed life.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. First world problems.
Claudia's got it tough, guys.
Yeah.
Her biggest stressor is her
Can I
stocking
tell you
stuffer.
what? Sometimes, and you know what's funny? You want to hear, like, shout out to my fam? Mm-hmm. I'm constantly, okay, so some years it's been where, shit, I forgot to get stuff for this stocking or that, but it's little thing, nail polish, lipstick, what, gift cards. We do gift cards in there. We do lotto tickets. We do whatever. And one year for my husband, I was like, shit, I haven't put anything in his stocking. And then mine, flat as a fucking board. I'm like, hey guys, you know, my stocking is there right along with yours, right? Chopped liver. I'm like,
Well,
what the hell?
Because
but then they start.
If we didn't carry the holiday on our back, it would not exist. Okay.
But it's gotten better. There's some years it's great, and other years it's like, okay, I know you guys just did this last night at like CVS. Don't stress it. Don't worry. It's really not that important. But then I stress not doing it for the others.
Of course.
And we have dog stockings. They get bones. They get treats. And can I tell you that my dogs know that they have a stocking?
No.
Okay.
That's very sweet.
It is very sweet.
Okay. Last couple. Favorite holiday scent?
Ooh.
Mine is
Pine.
the
The
Christmas
balsam
tree.
pine.
Balsam.
Yeah.
Balsam fir. Okay. And one word to describe your perfect holiday. Cozy. Yeah. I want cozy.
You know that I've never had a white Christmas.
Me either.
I dream of a white Christmas. I'm being somewhere where I can look out and not have to put on shorts in the heat. I want a cold. I like cold. And I'd like to one day just feel that Christmas, like wake up to doesn't have to be a white Christmas.
I feel like that doesn't happen for most people. I feel like that's like in the movies. I mean, I'm sure it happens in places, but I feel like even when when I lived in the Northeast, it didn't snow on Christmas.
But it was cold.
It was freezing.
Oh, and that vibe of just it's cozy and it's Christmassy.
Yes.
The heat doesn't
lend
quite
itself.
break. No.
It doesn't quite.
So you have to
hit the
crank your
same.
AC inside and be like cold inside.
I know, and it's not the same. All right, so guys, we didn't even touch on some of the other things.
Like
you know,
what?
for
Like
people,
what?
well, we're running out of time. But for people who like the holidays are hard, right? They
Traveling,
hate
maybe, or
traveling.
traveling.
People who hate the holidays, for them, it can be a dark, stressful
Yeah.
time. And then
Yeah.
it's tough because everyone around you is like holiday cheer, party, get together, and you're like, I just want to shut the window, be alone.
Yeah.
I can't deal right now.
Right. Yeah,
And-
we're going to do a part 2 to holidays.
Yeah, so we'll do, as the holiday season progresses, we'll touch on a couple of the other topics. But in the meantime, let us know what your holiday traditions are.
Oh, yes.
We'd love to learn from them, get ideas.
Do you have some good elf stories that you'd like to share?
Elf ideas? Does anybody have a really good, here's my shout out, my SOS. As I said, I think this is going to be our last year with Santa for my oldest. Even if he doesn't ask, I think I might break it to him because I don't want him going into 5th grade thinking there's a Santa. So does anybody have a really good story, a good way to
Not crush their soul?
not break them? And, you know, if anyone has a suggestion, help a sister out.
It's funny. I saw a clip. I know we're closing up, but I saw a clip today that I sent actually to my husband. It was Jason Bateman.
I love him. I know. Why do I
too.
love him so
Everybody
much?
does. He's a great funny guy. He's a great dark guy. He's just excellent.
And there's something just like hot about him.
Yeah.
Even though he's like not really, but like he is.
Right. He's kind of like Justin Timberlake.
No, that he's definitely not hot. He's not even he like makes me.
Well, no, he's not. I don't find Justin Timberlake hot, but I
he
find
makes
that
everything shrivel inside of me.
Oh no, I find him to be like likable, like
No.
by everybody. Really?
No,
Oh,
I
I
hate
thought
him.
he was. Oh, okay. Wow, wrong. Okay, well, we agree on
Try
Bateman.
again.
Yeah. And so he was talking about how he had to take a trip with his daughter, and his wife was like, "Yay, great, daddy-daughter time, whatever." And she's like, "You think you're gonna handle this? You can't even like make it to whatever class without something, and you're gonna travel cross country with her." He's like, I got this." So they travel, and on the way back in the cab, she starts asking about the Easter. It was an Easter weekend trip, and she's collecting Easter eggs. She's like, "Okay, but something's not right. Bunnies don't lay eggs, right?" So
his
he's
daughter's
like,
saying
yeah,
this.
and so he's like, "Yeah, you're right." She's like, "So the Easter bunny," he's like, "Okay." So he had to come, and then she
Yeah.
follows up with, "Well, so then the tooth fairy, that's not real either, right?" Like, so he gives in. So then he's like, "Oh shit!" And he looks at the rearview mirror, and you could see the cab driver looking at him. And then she goes, "So then what about Santa?" And he's like, "Oh fuck, you know, like,
Yeah.
we're not even at the airport yet. We're still in the cab. And she's asking me these questions. And where's my wife? So he starts texting his wife. She's like, I can't believe that in the one trip, you're like, yeah. And like, where do you go with that? When your kid asks you in that moment,
You got to be prepared. So, guys, if you have
sucks.
anything prepared that worked really well for you, please send it our way.
If there's any psychologists listening.
Yeah, anything that's not going to scar my kids.
Yeah.
Now, because we did that fast round, I think we're going to skip the delve deck.
Yeah.
Because we had a fast round of questions here. But we are going to be back potentially with a part 2. Let us know what you want to hear more about in terms of holidays, things that really stress you out, things that are difficult for you. We're happy to dive deeper into it. And in the meantime, guys, make sure that you subscribe. Make sure that you drop us a review, a comment, a love note, a little something, something for your girls. And join us again next week. Cheers, everybody.